How's it going, guys? Panda back with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And everybody's been telling me, Panda, you need to make a Pre-Bis guide on Shamans. I got you. And I'm going to do more than that. I'm going to be making a Pre-Bis guide on Enhanced, which this is what this is. Elemental will be next. And after that, Resto. And we will be complete with Shaman Pre-Bis. After that, I would like to do Rogue, and you know, we'll do combat like sub and all that shit, all that good stuff. And after that, we'll end with Druid most likely, or Disc Priest, one or the other. Those are the 4 classes that I know the most, and I enjoy playing the most. And so this video will be a short little video. You know, you could put on your second monitor, you could play WoW and watch it. You know, you could watch whatever you want, right? And it's just there, and you know, all right, this is where it's at. Okay, I'm gonna go get it, right? So this gear right here will get you into being able to do heroics, to get better gear, which eventually will get you geared into Kara. It does if you're coming from Classic and you're watching this video in the future, it does depend on which patch Blizzard decides to release, which we're all adults here, let's be real, dude. They're gonna come out with pre-nerf, come out with post-nerf, which basically everything's nerfed. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably do it in increments again, like season 1, season 2, you know, patch. But so most of this will already be out, if not already out, like the Pre-Bis of the quests and everything, so you should be good. This, like I said, this gear will get you geared into doing heroics. Basically what a heroic is, it's you get rep with a certain faction. Like if you want to do ramparts, you have to get revered with Thralmar, and then you buy a key and you buy the key from a quartermaster, which then you go in and you're able to do the heroic. And heroics get you badges and nethers. Nethers are used, I'll pop up on the screen right now, that's a nether. Those are required to craft items, to craft like big dick items, and almost every profession needs nethers, right? People will be selling nether runs, people will be doing everything they can to make gold off of giving you a nether and doing nether runs. Also in heroics, you have your daily heroic, basically where you get 3 badges per day for killing a certain boss in a heroic. It'll be your daily heroic, and you get like individual badges off of certain bosses as well. Now that we've covered heroics, like I said, this Pre-Bis guide will make you where you're able to get into doing heroics. So let's start off right into it. The Helms. So basically your first helm is going to be
the Gladiator's Linked Helm.
So for your Gladiator's Linked Helm, that's PvP gear. A lot of the previous PvP gear is good. I know it has resilience, and that's a different topic for a different video, but the PvP gear isn't bad for a PvE setting. It's not bad, not good forever. So secondly would be the Sheer Strike Goggles 2.0. This is an engineering BOP, and basically you get this from a pattern, obviously. But the cool thing about the goggles is the goggles, I would say, are probably BIS in a PvP and a PvE setting. And for every class, there's different kinds of goggles for every class. Druid, Disc Priest, Shaman, it's all, you know, Elemental, Healing. There's different goggles for everybody. I would say your best thing if you want to go, if you're like a PvP guy like me, and you know, you want to dabble in the PvE aspect as well, right? I would go with these goggles. I would go with engineering because you have engineering for PvP. But finally, the Storm's Helm, which is a BOE blacksmith recipe. It's the least best out of the 3, but it's still good, and it still deserves a spot in my top 3 for Pre-Bis helmets. On to next. Choker of Vile Intent is 24 badge of justices. Excuse me, 25 badge of justices. And like I said, you get badges from doing heroics. And if you have most of this gear, you'll be able to get the choker, no problem. There's a couple other pieces on here that require badges. But like I said, if you follow this guide to a fucking T, you will be fine. Next is the Natasha Choker, which is it's from a quest called the Hound Master in Blades Edge Mountains. Easy quest, second best neck in my opinion. It's really, really good. Also, the insignia of Maghari, hero of the Maghari. It's basically in a grand quest line only for Horde. I'm sorry, Alliance players, you're not gonna get this. You know, you might be able to win every single fucking BG, but you're not gonna get this neck. Sorry, buddy. So out of these 3, the Natasha's Choker of the Hound Master, I would get that. It's a Blades Edge Mountain quest. Super easy, really, really good neck. Shoulders. Next for shoulders is the
Gladiators Link Spalders.
So the Gladiators Link Spalders are actually, I would say, they're probably the best in this category. Again, once you get your 2 set, you do get the plus 35 resilience, which is good in a PvP setting, but not very good in a PvE setting. But like I said, these Gladiator Spalders stat wise are way better than any blue or green out there, I promise you. But again, next in line would be the Shalassi Sentrys Epaulets, which basically it's a quest called Rescue deirom and duagr terokkar Forest Quest. So just look up. I'll have all these quests in the description, so you can just copy and paste and search them up. I'll put all the if a piece of gear requires a quest, I'll put that quest name and the link to the quest like line in the description, so you guys can just click it, make it even easier on you. That's what it is, boys. I make this shit so it's easy for you, boys. So for the third one, if you play a hunter and you like on private servers, you'll know what this is. The Beast Lord Mantle. So the Beast Lord Mantle is actually like the full set's like super Pre-Bis for hunters, but since it's male and a lot of the stats are like agi and attack power and like some strength, so it's like super good for shamans as well. You get this from Steam Vault's Warlord Cali Thresh. I probably butchered that name, but it's okay. So out of these 3 shoulders, I recommend getting the Gladiators Link Spalders if you can. So you're gonna want the Vengeance Wrap, which is a BOE tailoring pattern, and it's pretty damn good back. You also got the Cloak of Darkness, which is a BOE leatherworking back, and then Cloak of the Insider, which is from Slabs Blackheart the Incinerator. All these are good backs. I recommend getting the Cloak of Darkness if you can. Actually, that's the best out of the 3 in my opinion. And like I said, a lot of these items are just like craftables, which is nice. But you'll quickly learn that everything in TBC is fucking a lot of money. And yeah, that's basically it for backs. On to chests. For chest, you want the Ebon Nether Scale Breastplate. So there's some of these items that require like dragon scale leatherworking, which means that you have to. It's BOP, which means bind on pickup, which means once you craft it, you know, only you can have it, which means you can't have somebody else make it for you. That is probably your best chest you can get is the Ebon Nether Scale, but it's really your choice if you want to go like leatherworking and shit, right? That's really your choice. I don't recommend it. But if you are planning to raid hard in a PvE setting, you're going to have to go leatherworking for drums. And that's another thing for another video. TBC is full of crazy stuff, but we'll get into drums in a different video. That's totally off topic. So next on the list will be your
Gladiators Linked Armor.
So another gladiator piece. You guys are starting to see how good the gladiator shit really is. You know it's pretty damn good. The chest. So finally, again, the Fellstalker breastplate, which is leatherworking, but this one is BOE. Just have somebody that has leatherworking make this for you. You got a couple of socket slots, you know, you put some sockets in there and shit. I highly recommend getting the Fellstalker breastplate. That's definitely if you don't want to devout into leatherworking, have a leatherworker make this for you. So next up is bracers. Now we finished chest. Bracers. The Fellstalker bracers. It's the same thing as the last one we just talked about. Somebody will make these for you. They're super good. You know, they're good Pre-Bis, and honestly, they're up there. They're actually better than the
General's Chain Bracers
from Season 1 Arena. These little male bracers are actually better than the arena gear. You know, pretty good. But also you could go with the Ebon Nether Scale bracers, which again is dragon scale BOP. Can't craft it. Can't have people craft it for you. So next is the hands. Wind Strike gloves. Same thing, leatherworking. People are gonna make it for you. You give me 5 gold. Here you go. Do give me my fucking shit, and you know they make them for you. Simple as that, right? But the second runner-up would be the Beast Lord handguards, which is Shattered Hall's War Chief Kargath Blade Fist. Shattered Halls isn't too hard, and Beast Lord is pretty damn good. But honestly, get the Windstrike gloves. They're on screen right now. Get those, dude. Have somebody make it for you. They're way better than the Gladiator Link Spalders from the Arena set, and they're way better than the Beast Lord in my opinion. On to the belts. The Ebon Nether Scale belt. Think about this though. Again, it's BOP. You have to make it for yourself. like I said, if you're gonna be in a hardcore PvE guild, you're gonna need leatherworking anyways. So if you do plan on being in a hardcore raiding guild, go leatherworking, get the dragon skill shit, and make that for your pre-bis, because you're gonna need drums regardless. So I recommend you doing that if you plan on being in a hardcore raiding guild. Next would be the Fellstalker belt. Leatherworker makes it for you. You know, a lot of this is just leatherworking shit making for you, but it is what it is, right? And then at the end, we have the
General's Link Girdle.
And you know, PvP gear. The belt isn't as good as the other shit, so I would recommend getting the Ebon Rock, the Ebon Nether Scale gear if you plan on being in a hardcore guild. If not, get the Fellstalker belt. That's what I recommend. Next is pants. The Scaled Greaves of Patience. Normal Old Hillsbrad, not hard. And to get one of your BIS trinkets, you're actually going to need to do the Old Hillsbrad quest line. This is off Captain Scarlock. If I'm not wrong, that's the second boss when you come out of Old Hillsbrad. So, Scaled Greaves of Patience off of Captain Scarlock. Maghari Huntsman leggings. It's off of Hero of Maghar in a Grand Quest. Like I said, if there's an item that requires a quest, that'll be in the description. I'll make sure so you guys can just click on that. And then at the very end of it, try to guess what it is. It's the Gladiators Linked leggings. You know, more PvP gear. Not bad though, but I recommend just getting the Old Hillsbrad ones. So for feet, General's Chain Sabatons. Panda, what is that? You know, yeah, it's PvP gear. You're gonna need 21,000 honor and 40 marks of Eye of the Storm. You know, like that's gonna be a fucking rough grind for you unless you want to sit in PvP all day just to get a pair of feet, when you could be spending that time getting pre-bis, right? You can either go for the General Chain Sabatons, which is PvP gear, or you can go Outland Striders in Ark, which is in Zarakith the Unbound. You do need a flying mount for Ark, so unless you can have a fucking warlock summon you up there, you're not going to be able to get these. So the easiest one to get is the Fleet Refugee Boots. It's from a quest called Helping the Lost Find Their Way. Link will be in the description for that. Easiest boots, get them. You know, they're easier than farming rep and having to spend 5,000 gold on a flying mount. And so this is where it gets interesting, boys. This is where it gets interesting. We are now on to rings. So this very first ring will be BIS for you in a PvP setting and a PvE setting. It is called the Shapeshifter's Signet. If you guys play private servers and you play a warrior, or you play a like a feral, a druid, or even a shaman, you're gonna know what this is. The Shapeshifter's Signet is a lower city exalted ring. You're gonna be doing a lot of fucking lower city shit, but you need this ring. If you're serious about doing any PvE content, you're going to want this ring. This is very crucial, and it's a very good ring. Next up, I would say the Ring of Arathi Warlords, which is you need 25 Badge of Justices, which I explained that earlier. You need to do heroics to get that, but Ring of Arathi Warlords is really good. Also, you can get Slayer Mark of the Redemption, which is from a quest called Dissension Amongst the Ranks. It's Shadow Moon Valley quest line. Link will be in the description for that. And that's it for rings. You need Shapeshifters and you need Ring of Arathi Warlords. That's your two things you need to go for. But if you can't get both of them, you know, get whatever ring you can. But prio the SMV quest. So now we're getting to the more juicier part. Bloodlust Brooch. You know I had to put this at number 1, boys. If you know, you know. If you don't, you're learning. You need 41 badges for this shit. This thing is great in a PvE setting. It's a great trinket in a PvP setting. Bloodlust Brooch is fucking amazing, boys. And it's very fucking awesome. But secondly, this one, you're gonna fight for hunters, you're gonna fight for fucking warriors, you're gonna fight for rogues, and you're gonna fight for other shamans that think they need it. It's Hourglass of the Unraveler. Yep. You're probably like, Panda, why are you putting so much emphasis on this? Once you know, I don't understand, you just came from Classic, but once you like step into BM after doing Old Hillsbrad quest line, you will see how many people want this trinket. You'll see it and you'll learn. But you need this trinket. But you don't need it. you need Bloodlust Brooch, but another good replacement is Abacus of Violent Odds, which is from Mech Normal Last Boss. You do need a flying mount for to get the Mech, but I would honestly say from a person that has both and has experienced it, I like Abacus of Violent Odds a little bit more because of the haste. And as a shaman, you're gonna have 2 slower weapons, so if you could swing that faster, you know, more damage. So prio Bloodlust Brooch, try to get in some heroics, save up your badges and get that, and then either Hourglass or Abacus. I highly recommend Abacus if you can find a way to get up there without getting a flying mount, you know, but I definitely do that. So on to totems. So you're gonna want totems of the Astral Winds. So sadly, boys, the only way you can get this is heroic MT, which, you know, it's very good. It increases your fucking Storm Strike. Increases your Storm Strike damage, which is a must, and your Storm Fury totem is the next one, which is actually a quest from Shadow Moon Valley. A little bit easier to get. It'll get your foot in the door, you know what I'm saying? But that's basically it for totems. You do the SMV quest. Link will be in the description, and work your way up to being able to do a heroic MT. So weapons. Panda, what fucking weapons should I have? Go Blacksmith, get Dragon Strike. Literally it. You need to level up Blacksmith all the way to 350, I want to say, and then you go Master Hammersmith all the way to 375, and it's quite a long journey. You're going to be spending a lot of fucking gold to get Drake Fist Hammer. So some people go double Drake Fist into Dragon Maw, Dragon Maw being the best version of it. Dragon Maw is what you want ideally. Personally, from my experience, I don't think 2 Dragon Maws is Bis for a long time, because eventually the double Vengeful, which is season 3 arena gear, the double Vengeful axes blows them both out of the water. So at the end of the day, it's all on what you want to do. I personally would go Dragon Maw or Drake Fist Hammer in main hand, and if you can get your hands on at least 1 fucking Gladiator's Cleaver, throw that in the offhand. But if you can't, the Decapitator from off of Prince and Kara is another really good fucking axe. Really good axe. And so that's basically it. Like I said, Dragon Maw in main hand, Decapitator, Gladiator's Cleaver in offhand. That's what I would go with. Those will all be on the screen. You'll be able to see them. And that's basically it. You guys are now ready to do some heroics and maybe get into some Kara. Keep in mind, don't stress too hard if you can't get all these Pre-Bis items. Most likely, Blizzard's going to cater towards the breastfeeding audience. And so, you know, the content's going to be easy. We're going to blow through it. But thanks for watching my video, guys. I really appreciate it. I know it's quite long. I try to make it too. I'll edit it down and whatnot. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it this far, leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm the TBC guy. I fucking love making videos. And if you have any other questions, leave a comment down below or come by the Twitch, twitch.tv/Pandorama. Link is in the description. I will answer all of your questions, and then I hope you guys have a great fucking day. I love you guys, and I will see you.